Good morning. Welcome to Unity Center of Pittsburgh. It's January 17th, 2021. I'm Philip Borden. I'll be your facilitator today, and Lucy Clappy and Bryce Rabidell will be our musicians, and behind the scenes, Mac Engels giving us the presentation, and then Patty Perhacs will be our message deliverer. I can't come up with a better word. Our speaker, yes. I'm getting confused as I get older. Our first song, Holy, Holy, Holy.
We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. Spirit divine, come to me, feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy. Oh, Spirit divine, come to me, feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am whole. You are whole. We are whole. I am whole.
In many ways, that song really defines who we are and what we believe in as unity practitioners, that we are holy, and that's not some sort of perfect spirituality, but that we're whole. We have been given these incredible gifts from the universal mind, from God, from Spirit, and we have this incredible responsibility not to use for ourselves, but ultimately to serve and give and love, and that makes us holy, 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 and we are grateful for that. And our vision is to see a spiritually awakened world flowing with divine love, and we're an inclusive, loving community dedicated to teach, inspire, and practice what? Positive spiritual living. We're grateful for that. And may, Spirit, you just touch our hearts in a special way during special times to lift us, to help us understand our holiness, our wholeness, the grace that's been given to us, the goodness that's been given to us, so that we can serve and give and build up and make this world a little bit more loving because of our presence. And so it is. Candle on the Water is our next song by Bryce and Lucy.
I'll be your candle on the water. guide you. Let this candle guide you. Soon you'll see a golden stream of light. A cold and friendless tide has found you. Don't let the stormy darkness pull you down. I'll paint a ray of hope around you, circling in the air, lighted by a prayer. I'll be your candle on the water. This flame inside of me will grow. Keep holding on, you'll make it. Here's my hand, so take it. Look for me, reaching out to show, as sure as rivers flow. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go.
Lovely. And here we are about to light a candle, and I consider a sacred ceremony because it's a simple act. Anytime anyone lights a candle, it's a special mood, a special energy. And we do so here because we recite the unity principles that explain who is God, who we are, and how we can have that power in us. But we don't try to define God as some faiths will do. We just try to get, again, positive and practical applications. So keep this spirit in mind as I light this candle. God is the source and creator of all. There is no other enduring power. God is good and present everywhere. We're spiritual beings created in God's image. The Spirit of God lives within each person. Therefore, all people are inherently good. We create our life experiences through our way of thinking. Through prayer and meditation, we increase our conscious contact with God, bringing forth love, wisdom, health, prosperity, and everything good. But knowledge of these spiritual principles is not enough. We must live them. Our affirmation, I'll say 3 times, a wonderful one because it's something we can say every day and every hour. I move forward in life with faith, trust, and confidence. I move forward in life with faith, trust, and confidence. I move forward in life with faith, trust, and confidence. Our 3rd song is Celebrate, and I was hoping it was going to be old Three Dog Nights from 50 years ago, but I'm sure it'll be even better.
Inside of your sister, and I don't know if you know there's a light that is so bright. I just thought I'd tell you there is a light inside of your brother, and I don't know if you know there's a light that is so bright. I just thought I'd tell you there is a light inside of your heart. And I don't know if you know there's a love that is so strong. I just thought I'd tell you there is a strength inside of your soul. And I don't know if you know there's a strength inside of your soul. I just thought I'd tell you there is a power inside of a soul. And I don't know if you know there's a power inside of a soul. And it's time to celebrate, 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 oh, celebrate, 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 celebrate. There's a light inside of us all. And I don't know if you know there's a light that is so bright. I just thought I'd tell you there is a light inside of us all. And I don't know if we know there's a light that is so bright. And it's time to celebrate, 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 celebrate. Oh, won't you celebrate, 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 celebrate. There's a light inside of us all. And I don't know if we know there's a light that is so bright. I just thought I'd tell you.
I think that was a better choice. Our daily word reading, as I turn my dreams into reality, if I could just briefly say, tomorrow Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and perhaps more than any time over the years, it's more meaningful to me during these times. He had a dream. He said he was on the mountaintop, and he had a vision. And more than ever, we need to have that spirit. Ultimately, that was a spirit of peace, because that is absolutely the most powerful thing that we can promote. I turn my dreams into reality. Some of the most audacious, bold, history-making events began as dreams, born in the imaginations of those who understood the promise and potential of humanity and worked to realize their vision. Even if my dreams do not change the world, they have the power to change my life. Today, I remember those whose dreams were fueled by their hard work, faith, and determination. I look to the example when my dreams feel far away and I'm running low on hope. I rekindle my dreams through my imagination, which keeps them vivid. My strength helps me remain committed to their realization, and my zeal renews my enthusiasm to work toward creating the life and the world of my dreams. And from the Old Testament, the prophet Joel, chapter 2, your sons and daughters shall prophesy, and your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. We bless the children, especially during these days. I think of, when I'm out shopping for Instacart, I see little kids. Sometimes they have masks, sometimes they don't. They look at us, and they still wonder what's going on, and it's hard for them, and we offer prayer for them during these times, especially with families who have been hit very difficult, where hunger is not a thought or something you worry about, so something that is real. Let's lift them up and see ways that we can help, ways that we can give, for instance, even at checkout lines to food banks, things like that. And may we have, though, the spirit of a child, of hope and openness and faith. Take a few moments to greet each other online. And with faith and hope, somewhere down the line we'll be greeting each other here. No longer online, but face to face with love and care. Take a few moments to do so. In keeping with this theme, Sylvan Esso, is he from Brazil?
No, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Sounds like a Brazilian name, but anyway, song called Free.
Oh, people always ask me what it's like to love everybody, what it's like to love everybody, they ask me. I tell them don't be crazy, there's too many people around me. If I loved them all, they'd break me, you see. But if I'm being honest, it feels like each moment is loving at first sight. Oh, I love how you're looks inside. Oh, I'm never changing, but in the reflection reflected in your eyes, oh, the magic of being packaged feels amazing. To be free in illusion of your making of me. To be free in deception, in a deception not crafted by me. So you see, it's me that I am loving, though not the me that's talking, the me that lives in all those other minds. Oh, how I love her dearly, she never misses a beat, she is pirouetting blithely through the sky. She is free in illusion, in an illusion of your making of me. I am free in deception, in a deception not crafted by me. Oh, people always ask me what it's like to love everybody, what it's like to love everybody, they ask me.
Thank you. Take a moment or so to put online a request or affirmation. Gosh, don't underestimate how important an affirmation of what you believe, what you feel in your heart. You just can't imagine what certain words can do to lift someone up who needed it right at that moment. And a request, those online can support you and keep you in mind throughout the days and weeks. Take a few moments to do so. You know, we send out so much energy with our thinking, and one day, maybe science will tell us how the energy that we send out is so real. It isn't just our imagination or something we do with religious things in mind, but it's very, very scientific and real. The same way, what do we see? All those messages from online going to our phones. Through the air, let's send out wonderful energy through the air. And we'll sing the song, Surely the Presence.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power, joy and grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
And wherever you are, affirm that presence, not just around you, but in you. For you are greater and more magnificent than you could ever realize. Despite any deficiencies, stubbornness, or whatever that's in you, the Spirit of God is alive in you and through you and as you. Hold on to that, for surely the presence of God is in your place.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power, joy and grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
So for our meditation, we will focus on dreams. Dreams not of division, but of unity and what brings us together. Right now, relax. Take those deep breaths. Remember that the word spirit, Greek, Hebrew, is really the name for wind, breath. Every time you take deep breaths, you affirm spirit. Do so now as you relax that body. But dream now of people here in our country and your neighborhood or the world, whoever you want to imagine, that we start to see our unity. That we want love, we want care, we want acceptance, appreciation. We want choices. See that and feel that and send that energy out right now. Brush aside differences. Look to the heart of each. Affirm goodness in you and affirm the goodness in all others by faith. feel and realize right now, even if hold it in your hands, that this way of thinking, this way, this view is a gift that you can give to those around you in the world, that you can shift energy. Feel that gift and responsibility and utilize it. Dream that. And with this, inside laugh, inside smile, inside feel gratitude, for that is more powerful than anything else. Believe that. With gratitude, let's take some deep breaths. With gratitude, we thank Spirit for who we are. And so it is. Patty Brack's title is Faith in the New Year. Patty, I need it.
Well, you've come to the right place. Free at last. Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. It's lovely to be back at Unity and to have the privilege to share a thought or an inspiration as I worked on the topic of faith and pondered faith for the last month, thinking about the year that had passed and the year that we anticipated to come. I think it's important as we do so as we embark on this new year to think about and become aware of our feelings, our energy, our vibration of what we are putting up, and our connection, or lack thereof, day to day, moment to moment, with Spirit. In addition to what we might want to manifest, whether it be, a new job or time with family or friends, in a safe and appropriate way, of course. But whatever it is we're dreaming of or thinking of, how do we do so and how do we create that? And are we grounded in our faith? We know each year presents new opportunities and certainly challenges for growth, and that was quite apparent over the past year, and continues and likely will be the case in 2021. However, joy, love, peace are internal. So no matter what is happening around about you, with faith, you go within and you connect to that eternal peace. You connect to that love and that light. For no matter how dark it may appear outside, it's warm and sunny inside. So this is the purpose for our awareness and our growth and our creation. And what better topic for the new year but to focus on faith. And regardless of where you are in your path, but to recognize that capacity of faith, to grow a strong, a confident, and active faith. For with faith, we are evoking our belief in the truth of who we are, that light of God that's within us and each other. And we're projecting for that ultimate outcome of a gracious physical and spiritual life manifest. That's where we place our faith, do we not? And as a new thought or other empowering practitioner or spiritual practitioner, we have faith in the truth of who we are, that one humanity, that one universal God mind. We know that ultimately that creative energy of love is always in action regardless of what we see on our televisions or read on Facebook or in social media or in the news. We know that love always prevails, and we know that light of God shines ever brightly, even through the veils of darkness. So I ask you, what does faith mean to you? You know, I asked that this tarot card, the full card, be shared on this slide today. For this is actually my favorite, or one of my probably top 3 favorite cards in the major arcana of the Waite Rider deck of tarot cards. And if you study this card closely, you feel the joy, you feel the optimism, the bright yellow sunshine that guides this path of this individual who seemingly is stepping off a cliff. But isn't that every day we take a leap of faith? We go to bed at night with that leap of faith that tomorrow will come. Isn't there that inherent expectation of joy, of light? And you see on this card, this so-called fool is entrenched in the beautiful sunshine, that light of God, that light of spirit, that divine mind, that Krishna mind. That is a card, that is a vision to hold in with this year, that optimism, that sunshine, that belief that good things are coming and manifesting. And yes, your dreams, no matter what they are, can and will come true. So think about what faith means to you. How do you use your faith? Do you have blind faith? Do you have a passive faith? Do you take your faith for granted? Have you always had faith, or is it something you had to work on and develop? Are you even aware of your faith? These are things to ponder this week as you go into meditation, or even just today as you let these thoughts work through your subconscious. You know, more than 20 years ago, I was ordained, and a member and a friend of the Center of Light who witnessed my ordination wrote in a card and gave me this gift. But in the card they wrote, and I will always remember this, always keep a strong faith. So I have this gift that they gave me. It's a stone which reads, "Faith is daring the soul to go beyond what the eyes can see." And I realized that comes from the passage in Hebrews that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And isn't that faith? Isn't that our faith every day? But isn't that also our truth? Don't we know that what we hope for and what we put our energy behind and where we direct our energy is creating each and every moment? So the faith we have in that God creative force, I mean, how could we not have faith in God, the creative force? We read our principles, and it talks totally about that. But are we practicing an act of faith, or are we not? Are we passive? And that's what you want to think about. So I have this to remind me, and at times when I am feeling insecure or less than confident, I can turn to this and I can smile within, and I can reconnect and feel the energy of faith and bring that forth. It's important to have things that represent little physical reminders, that represent to us that of which we want to be, that in which we want to live and steer our life with. So think about the dreams and the passions that you have. Think about the year that's passed and how you activated your faith at times, and your love, and your light to get through those dark days. I mean, I remember last March and April clinging to those I love and thinking about, I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen to you, but I know I love you, and I know through the love of the light of God, we'll get through it. And whatever that looks like, I have faith. So what is faith? It is belief in the unseen. And whether that is a religious-based faith in God type of belief of a higher power, or simply a faith, a confident faith, an analytical faith in your abilities to get things done, or a simple faith in the belief that tomorrow brings that new day. You know, when I thought about Jesus and his sojourn, as well as the other spiritual teachers, and the Gandhis and the Martin Luther Kings, and how they had to develop a very strong and confident faith, did they not? Did they not work at it? Did they not have to apply their spiritual capacities to overcome the physical in which they were dealing with? The hate, the bigotry. And I'm talking about Jesus. He felt the same. He got that as well. He was a dark-skinned man who believed and taught differently than the norm. But he brought it in love. Same for Martin Luther King. He knew that the truth would set us free, and that was that we are all God's children, that we are all love. He brought that with passion. Bring that to your day. Bring that conviction to your life and how you live. Look at your desires. How are they filled? Are they based in love and truth? How will they create in the world? What are you giving your power, your energy to? So they had to work through it. They went through their initiations. And that's what these trials and tribulations that we're dealing with now, all around about us, questioning what will the next day bring. Those are the initiations where we grow spiritually, where we lean in to our faith and our capacities, our physical capacities and our spiritual capacities. That is what Jesus, our teacher, did, right? That is what all the ascended ones had to do as part of our progression in our spiritual life as well as here in this physical form. We have spiritual tools. They're within us. We also have those practices of meditation, of prayer, of thought to redirect us, to guide us forth, like the fool, optimistically, cheerfully, joyfully. Jesus had to persevere. Gandhi, Martin Luther King, and many, many others had to persevere, had their moments of doubt and fear, but they got through it with their faith. You know, in architecture, the cornerstone of a building is the first laid stone in a structure. And that is much like faith in my mind. That is where we build from. We start with our faith. It's our cornerstone. And then we put our thoughts and ideas within that. And there was an ancient Egyptian and Mesopotamian practice that when they built temples or tombs or structures of any kind, they had a ritual where they called on the gods to fill the building materials. They actually, within the blocks, put little symbols and different things, which to me are symbolic of what they wanted to create: the abundance, the love, the light, the fun, the joy, all those things within this building. And that's what we do with our thoughts. We place them every day, hopefully with that awareness of faith in God and the truth of who we are, to activate them. So faith is our cornerstone of each day of our creation. Unity, through the inspiration of Charles and Myrtle Fillmore provided us with insight on the representation of the 12 capacities of man. We learn through spiritual intention and application, these capacities actually become our 12 spiritual powers. So you might say they have dual uses, if you will. There's books that you can read more about this, The 12 Powers of Man, Christ Enthroned in Man, and Emily Caddy's Complete Works talks and teaches about the 12 powers. But these capabilities are possessed by all humanity. And we develop our capabilities in various degrees based on this and past lives and our learning and our soul's progression and our soul's evolution to manifest the ideal state of mankind, that ideal of the Christ consciousness. Our 12 powers are faith, strength, wisdom, love, spiritual power, imagination, understanding, divine order, zeal, renunciation or elimination, and life. And they're all located in the various centers of our bodies. In addition, on the crown of our head is our I am center. And I am, of course, I am, those words I am, refer to God and the voice of God. That's located on the crown of our head. And we develop our powers through our life's journey, through those life's initiations, through those trials and tribulations as well as joys, just as Jesus did. And that is how he and we transform our life. Each of the powers are represented by a color. Faith is represented by the energy, the color of blue, and is represented by the disciple Peter. Now, Peter certainly had to have faith, and Jesus called him on it. If you think back to a story where Jesus and Peter are in a boat, and they're out on the water, and they're talking, and Jesus appears on the water, standing upon the water. And Jesus tells Peter to join him. Well, isn't that what we're doing in our life? We're trying to join within our spirit all the time, within our God power, each and every step of our way. Peter was a little worried about that, and he was fearful of the idea of naturally sinking, drowning, those unsightly things that happen when one steps into a deep, dark sea. So he became afraid, and the waters kicked up and got very, very rough, more so than they already were. And Jesus said to the waters to be still, and basically what that means is when we feel that fear, and water is symbolic of emotions, and you see that in the full card as well. When we steady our fear and we lean into our spirit and our truth of who we are, we calm those waters, don't we? Isn't there nothing like a song, a beautiful song that we've heard so many today, that calm us, that engage us with our spirit? So Jesus tells Peter, basically, to let go of his fear, and he too is able to conquer and to step out, if you will, into those deep seas that we must navigate each and every day. So faith keeps us afloat. Fear sinks us. Our emotional state can make us buoyant or sink us. Same for the wind of fear and change. Change brings lots of fear. With it, we have to anticipate goodness and the love that is beyond what often looks like darkness. That's the faith, that's the trust, and that's the love of who we are. That's what we want to connect with in these difficult times that we have been facing. We know there's something coming up this week, of course. There's the turning over of power from one party to the next. And I project out for that love. I have hope. I have trust. I have faith in the new beginnings, the unification of the love within all mankind. No, I don't claim to know what's going to occur this week. I've read things like you. But I'm holding holding in my faith the love that is inherent in all man, whether we see it or not in their actions. For we know God is within all. That is our truth. So using our powers, let us project that love, let us project that light, not only for our own lives each and every day, and certainly do that, and enjoy it. Enjoy the joy. Enjoy the love in your life. Enjoy the little creatures, our pets, nature. There's so much to celebrate. And get beyond your fear. Go within to the stillness within your heart that beats that love of God, that beats that higher power, that all-knowing, that no matter what occurs in this physical form, we know we are light, and we continue with that energy of love, regardless. So using all of our powers, build upon faith, continue to weather this age and any shadows of darkness. And I really hope that you have not been swept up in the darkness and the deceit of the chaotic thinking, of the illusionary thinking, and are remaining steadfast and strong. And you're knowing what love is. You're knowing what goodness is and what that looks like in action. You're knowing that love should be for all humankind, not one country, not one color of individual. And that all are created equal. For we are all God's children, to quote Martin Luther King. Take that energy into your meditation. Take that energy into your life. Be empowered by that confident faith of the truth of who you are. For we must stay anchored in faith and know that all is well, regardless of the circumstances, and that love of Mother, Father, God, and of good will prevail. Martin Luther King said that faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. That's having faith in the unseen. Do you have faith? Do you have faith in the unseen? Well, certainly you do. You feel that connection with God. You feel that Spirit of God enlivened within you when you hear a song, when you see a beautiful flower blooming in nature, or when you go within to the quiet silence of your heart and feel the beating and the pulse of love that says, I am. So ask and it shall be given. Knock and the door shall open. Remember that as you take your faith into each and every day. Cast your bread upon the water. Know the truth of who you are. Beautiful light beings on this earth plane. You're here to lift the vibration. Be optimistic. Have faith. There's a little prayer that I'd like to close with. And it was written by Hannah More Kohass. It was actually a favorite poem. It was a children's poem of Myrtle Fillmore. And Myrtle Fillmore actually had it printed in a Unity, it was a magazine called We Children or something to that effect. And it was a children's publication because she loved it. It's very simple. God is my help in every need. God does my every hunger feed. God walks beside me, guides my way through every moment of this day. I now am wise. I now am true, patient and kind, and loving too. All things I am, all things I can do, through Christ the truth that is in me. And I'd add, you too. Remember that as you take it into your meditation and your prayers, and affirm that truth of who you are. Have faith in today. Have faith in your power and all of your capacities. I wish you a joyous and happy 2021. And I know your light shines brightly and is connected with mine as we bring love and light to this earth. to our community, and to our great nation. And so it is. It's been my pleasure to have the opportunity to present to you today. Thank you, and God bless you.
Patty, I'm grateful for a number of points, and I was inspired, all sorts of things I think I'll put on Facebook that'll be positive and affirming, but faith keeps us afloat and fear sinks us. You mentioned Peter walking on the water differently from every other time, because over the years or decades, I've heard preachers speak about, but Peter saw the waves, and so he sank in fear. And I said to myself, and how many of you preachers have walked on the water recently? Thank you for focusing on that and not get it into, see, it's what you focus on. Amazing, amazing. We had I want to call it a fundraiser promotion. Two individuals in Unity decided that they would give matching donations, oftentimes like you hear on the radio or various stations, and it was up to $2,500, and it's been matched. So the $2,500 that we delineated as matching has been matched, so $2,500 became $5,000. We're grateful for that. And so all of a sudden I'm having a senior moment. Oh, it's right in here. It's right here. All I can say is my senior moments are increasing, but I'll have faith that somehow my mind will clear up. But take your donation, even if you're at home, or pretend to take it, and divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am what? Grateful. Down by the riverside, gosh, you got to end with a lot of joy. Hey, even if you're at home and no one hears you, sing it out.
I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna let my Christ light shine. 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 I'm gonna conquer my weakness down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna conquer my weakness down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna let my Christ light shine. 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 I'm gonna open my heart to God down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna open my heart to God down by the riverside, oh, down by the riverside. I'm gonna let my Christ light shine. 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 I'm gonna let my Christ light shine.
And that Christ light is a lot brighter than you realize. Now the peace song.
on earth, and it has begun with me. Now there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Peace has begun with me, and this is the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me.
The light of God surrounds me. I am light. The love of God enfolds me. I am love. The power of God protects me. I am power. The presence of God watches over me. I am presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. We'll see you next Sunday.